So one of my coworkers asked me to put together a little presentation on my home theater, so I thought I'd make a little video and put it up on YouTube so everyone can see what I have set up here. Spent quite a bit of time researching, trying to get everything just right. I had a company come in and mount the 60-inch Pioneer. Did not go with the Elite. I did not think it was worth the extra $1,000 to have some video calibration capabilities. You can see I have my Paradigm 5.1 cinema CTs. Let me take this off here for you. You can see got two 4-inch woofers, if you want to call them woofers, and a tweeter. The other front speakers are exactly the same as that. You can see here, your left, your right. This is the subwoofer right there. It's 450 watt, 10-inch. It hits pretty well. This is a pretty large size room. I think it's 20 by 17 with a big cathedral ceiling. You can see it goes way up over there. The rear speakers are actually similar to the fronts, but a little bit smaller. They have two 4-inch woofers pointing out in sort of like a triangle with the tweeter. I got another one on this wall here. It's probably not the most optimal setup, but it works for the way the room was laid out. I got this cabinet here. It's a cherry wood finish cabinet. It's you can actually see some of the lights that are on. I haven't turned it on, all the stuff on yet. As you can see, it's a mesh in the front here. That's what you're seeing through. See my hand on the outside. It opens up, hides all of my equipment quite nicely, and I'll go through what each piece is. See that? It's all vented, which is really nice. You can actually see my home theater PC is right in the center here, right next to the Wii, and it's actually on. I actually put in today a 5670 Radeon because it'll do the high def bit streaming to the receiver. Right above that, you have the cable box, which is tucked really tightly up top, but it was able to fit. I'm not getting good focus here. That's my Panamax. Right below it, the M5300 that does my surge protection, power conditioning. It's actually quite nice. I like the blue lights. You can actually dim it a little bit more. It's really nice. It has USB on the front over here, if you can see this. It has a power outlet on the front, which then I charge up my Logitech home theater remote. If I can open that. Center it up. Very nice. This is a must for any home theater. Up here for my Logitech Harmony, the IR blaster. And this little thing will blast right out to this cable box here perfectly. And I have a USB IR receiver for the home theater PC right there. It's hard to see, I know it's dark in here. Then we go down to my Integra, the DHC 9.9 preamp. Integra is actually made by Onkyo. If you're familiar with Pioneer, they have their elite end of receivers. I guess you want to say it's super high end. This is just a preamp. There's actually no power amp. I went for the separates because I had the opportunity to talk my wife into it. And then my some people call it Emotiva. I've heard somebody call it my XPA-5. It's a 1,000 watt amplifier, and it's probably overkill for my speaker setup for the Paradigms, but it's super clean wattage to these speakers. It sounds amazing. It really lit them up. I had a Pioneer before the Integra that you're looking at right here, and just wasn't thrilled with it. I think it needed a firmware upgrade. Couldn't find anybody to do it, so I decided to go with the separates. I went with the Integra based on the reviews I saw in Sound and Vision. So, but you can get any receiver nowadays will be able to power these speakers. They're only about 70 watts per channel. I'm running 200 watts a channel. And here's my remote. It's a Logitech Harmony 890. See if I can focus this. It's a really nice remote. I have all my activities set up. This is a must for any home theater. Once you get all these pieces of equipment, you don't want 20 remotes. I got this one because it's RF enabled, so I can actually be in a totally different room using this remote to change a channel. Not that that's something you're going to want to do, but it's nice not to have the remote pointed at everything while you're trying to change channels and you're sitting on the couch. It also does RF for the lighting. Let me show you that. So I do my RF control. I have, let me center it up as I'm talking. So if I do dim lights right here, you can see the lights all just went on. I have accent lighting in the front, around the sides of the couch. It's not that dark out yet, but you can see it. Take a shot right here and I'll turn them off, show you how that works. Pretty nice. And I can actually set that up to when you hit watch a movie, the lighting goes the way you want it. You can dim the lights. It's all with Z-Wave technology. Alright, so let's turn this puppy on. We'll put on Play My Media. You can see here. My Media. Everything goes on. Here. My Emotiva, 5-channel, 1000 watt. The Integra, it's on the DVD input. I'm getting a signal. Alright. And you can see Media Center PC came on. Media browser. I find that to be the best. You'll see this, how this works. The best media viewer for Windows. I'm running Windows 7 on this PC, 64-bit, 4 gigs of RAM. The Radeon 5670 video card that went in today. And you can see that you scroll through all your movies. Every one of them has, it automatically does this. I don't download all these covers. That would take me hours. I select one. I can go into facts about the movie, what it was rated, the people that were in the movie, and what's really cool is if I want to see movies with, like, for example, Kevin Spacey, these are all the other movies I have with Kevin Spacey. So it's nice when you have people over, like, what was that movie he was in? Well, maybe I have it, so we'll click on him and see the different movies. I can click on Fred Claus, takes me to that one. I go back on the remote, and again, this is all being controlled through the remote here. I have an Antec, you can't see it, but I have an Antec, I forget the exact name for it, but it's an IR USB, and the IR blaster inside that comes with the Logitech remote. Hooks it up, just like a media remote. So we'll go back. We'll see how this sounds. Let's see. One of my favorite movies. I'll turn it up. Hope you can hear that. It's actually rattling the window. That's what you're hearing. See here? Right out of there. HDMI right from the home theater PC. I built a shuttle for this.
Birthplace of the human race.
Turn this on.
A species
So you can hear me. Yep, Dolby Digital right there. HDMI right through the video card.
And great violence.
It's obviously not full screen.
For in our quest to protect the humans, a deeper revelation dawns.
I will now turn everything off.
Have met before.
And that's my home theater.